Welcome back to the channel, guys. Judo Sloth here. I hope you're having a good one. Today we are unveiling the next super troop. This one is very sneaky and he is very good as well. Do not underestimate this troop because it will help you in farming, in war attacks, in Legends League. This thing is amazing and I will teach you all of the different ways to use it throughout this video as we explore and enjoy it together. Now, you might also notice that we have been shaking things up on the channel. Many of you commented on my new intro, which I unveiled yesterday. I didn't want to mention it per se, but many of you showed some love in the comments and clearly you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Also, we are standing up today. I went and bought a new stand for the webcam, which means I can pull it right up over and we can stand up. For some of the Let's Play episodes, we can have a little bit more fun, and that's exactly what I want to do. Now, if you do want to see all of the sneak peeks, there's plenty of other super troops coming. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can see it as soon as they come out. Now, many of you also were a little bit annoyed that I did not click this building yesterday. I promised you guys that I can't. Honestly, there is 4 super troops coming. This is only number 2. Yesterday we did find out about the super Barbarian, and I will link that video at the end of this one. It will be in the pinned comments. If you missed all of the action on the super Barb, it was incredible. But today we are looking at the super Sneaky Goblin. My favorite part of the Sneaky Goblin is how he looks. He's got the crowbar. He's clearly out to thieve your loot. And I honestly think the artwork for these troops are incredible. It just brings a nice touch. The super Barb looked very heroic, had that super troop belt buckle as well. However, for the Sneaky Goblin, what really makes it strong is that it is only 3 housing space. Now, I will show you the stats after we've briefly showed you the gameplay. I will compare them to other troops so that you can get a gauge as to how strong these are. But it does have a special ability in that of the cloak. So this is similar to the Sneaky Archer in the builder base, but being a goblin, it works very well. He is invincible for the first 5 seconds. Now, you do get the tryout button with all of the super troops because it will cost you that 50,000 Dark Elixir to boost one of them for the week. It's only a week. You want to make sure that you are committed to that one troop because you can only get one of them boosted. There's going to be 4, so be sure to subscribe and have that notification bell on. But let's show you the Sneaky Goblins. Now, this first part in itself might not seem so impressive, but for 3 housing space, they took down a gold mine without being detected. Sometimes in war, you might take a wizard to snipe that off. A Sneaky Goblin works even better, obviously, because of less housing space. And I will show you how impressive they are for taking down the town hall as well. Inside that Battle Blimp, they are incredible. But let's take a look at the storages at the top here. These would be very difficult if I wanted to funnel, let's say, the gold storage at the top. That's tough. There's defenses that are covering them. Let's send in 5 Sneaky Goblins. 5 times 3, 15 housing space. You would not be able to funnel this area with 15 housing space. So let's get 5 of them. Was that 5? I don't know. I might have sent a 6th one in there, guys. I apologize, but you get the idea. Not just 1 storage, but 2 storages down. There's no way you could funnel that with less than 15 troop capacity. Sometimes you use a baby dragon to funnel on the outside, but it's very difficult to get into a storage if it's guarded, even just by an archer tower, never mind a inferno tower. So that's where they can be incredible for funneling, but that's not all, guys. Like I said, the town hall, the battle blimp to activate the town hall is great. Let's show you with a rage spell, and let's power, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 of them in. Let's check it out. So, I mean, wow. All of them storages down in a flash. That's, I mean, just think for farming. 1 rage spell. And what was that, like 10 or 11 Sneaky Goblins, which is 11 times 3 as a maximum 33 housing space? You're not doing that for 33 housing space anywhere else, any other troop. you are going to be able to farm incredibly with fleas. So let's send them to the town hall. Let's show you how quickly the town hall will go down. So let's go with the jump here. Spam them in. Come on, boys. To that town hall you go. Now I'm going to let the Giga Bomb go off first, because you will notice they will turn around and go back away from the Giga Bomb, which is incredible. Now let's clone them. Let's rage them to get through the clan castle. That's where they're susceptible. They are incredible for taking down one or two things. But after that, if they do not have a good path to the storage, if they have to, let's say, run from the town hall to the clan castle as they did through a bunch of defenses, they're vulnerable. Splash damage will take them. However, I think you've noticed from this replay of the playground how effective they are. So let's show you the stats. Let's go ahead and let you know how strong the Sneaky Goblins are. So here are the stats. 3 housing space, 190 damage per second. That's very incredible, guys. That is very powerful. I'm just going to... I looked at it beforehand, but I want to show you on my phone first exactly the damage of the regular goblin. Now remember, the regular goblin, your level will be transferred across to the Sneaky Goblin. So a level 8 goblin does 62 damage per second. This does 190. This is what we found with a Super Barb. There is 3 housing space versus 1, but the damage per second is greater than 3, which is incredible. You get the ability, you get more damage per second. The super troops, they really are super. In terms of hit points, you don't quite get 3 times the amount. This is what we found with the Super Barb as well. 320 versus 126 for the regular goblin. However, the more hit points you have, the more you can get away with it in terms of splash. So think about it. If a mortar shell hits your goblins and just wipes them, let's say in combination with another defense, but if you have healers or a heal spell there, the more hit points you have, the greater opportunity you have of healing them up and therefore being more effective. So the hit points, that's why they don't scale like that. In terms of movement speed, it's exactly the same. However, let's give you a comparison, and one of the greatest comparisons we can find are the Valkyries. A level 8 Valkyrie does 193 damage per second. The Sneaky Goblin does 190, so they're pretty much the same. A Sneaky Goblin, 3 troop capacity, does the same damage as a Valkyrie, and it is invisible for the first 5 seconds. Incredible. Now obviously you can target the goblins as well. They're not going to be as effective as the Super Barbs in terms of a mass attack. We had a 3-star against Town Hall 13 with mass barbs, didn't we? Incredible. I don't think that's going to happen with the Sneaky Goblin, but they are going to be a troop where you can snipe off, funnel, take down the town hall. Let's go ahead and show you in a more realistic attack so you can see that in action. We might have to power this thing up first. What am I doing? I said I was going to show you an attack. I started cooking up goblins and I was like, wait a second. I haven't even powered them up. Rookie. Okay, let's power these things up and then we will be able to show you the action. 50,000 Dark Elixir. Are you sure? You'll get this confirmation because again, you are going to be 7 days stuck with this troop. You can't get another. So I'm glad that they gave us a confirmation screen. So in terms of an attack, what are we going to do? This is the army we used yesterday. Be sure to check that one out. I think we can get rid of the Yeti bomb, but this is actually where the Sneaky Goblins work really well. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. We can get rid of the Sneaky Barbs. Now this is some Sneaky Barbs, the Super Barbs, getting my words mixed up. This is something that actually the only way you can have all 4 super troops, and I might try this on the channel, is if you were to cook up some of them, give the weak time to cool off, and you still have the troops in your army. That's how you can use more than one. So that's one thing that we might have to do. Anyways, let's get rid of that. We have 32 of the barbs and I think some of them were cooked up. So I basically just dumped them all for no reason. Let's get the Sneaky Goblins cooking up. More of them we will be able to take. Deja vu. Deja vu. Let's take down the Barbarians, get the Sneaky Goblins in there, and also I'm going to put some in the Clan Castle as well. It's a bit of a wacky army, guys, I admit, but I wanted to just load up on Sneaky Goblins. I really just wanted to show you how important they can be to funnel, but also I wanted to make sure that you did see the Sneaky Goblins in the Battle Blimp to take down the Town Hall as well. Now, this is incredible, guys. The Battle Blimp activates the Town Hall, the Sneaky Goblins can take it down, and you can mess around with different things. I was talking to my good friend Adam, Time to Clash. His channel will be linked down below, by the way, guys, and he was talking about the 3 Sneaky Goblins and taking a Lava Hound in your clan castle as well. Actually, you could take up to 5 Sneaky Goblins. That would take down the Town Hall. Then you essentially have a free Lava Hound to start your Lalo, which is incredible. I'm actually going to go with 3 Sneaky Goblins and the Yetis, so I can take down surrounding buildings as well. So let's go ahead and get into this, and let's find out what we can do. So in terms of funneling, for example, guys, like this storage next to the Archer Tower, this would be pretty difficult to take down, but it could be crucial if I wanted to send my queen down in the opposite direction here. So let's use 3 Sneaky Goblins. Boom, that's 9 housing space, and that thing is down. That is a crucial building in terms of funneling. Let's go with the Battle Blimp now. So let's go with 3 balloons to test, Battle Blimp, and then let's rage over the top. Obviously, you do have to be careful in terms of sweepers when you are doing this. So the goblins get onto the Town Hall, and honestly, the goblins have taken that down. The Yetis are then free to bounce around and take out any defenses they can. So just implementing a couple of goblins into that can make it really effective. Now look, in terms of our queen charge, funnel has been set perfectly with the balloons and also the Sneaky Goblins. The queen's going to walk in and around. Beautiful stuff. That's it. That's how effective they can be. Let's come down to the bottom then, and let's break the funnel a little bit down the bottom for the queen as she comes around. So that's granted quite a few Sneaky Goblins, but look at how easily the funnel has been set. It means that my Barb can essentially be used down the other side, the Barb King, should I say. So as the queen comes around, we'll just chill out here for a second. I will rage the queen through and try and wall break into this section if possible. So as she comes around, I'll try and wall break through. And I want to try and rage alongside this just to make my wall breaks that little bit more effective. Let's freeze here to try and help. Wall break through. And oh, wow. Scattershot took them down, but the queen's onto the single. I don't want to use a freeze if I can help it. There we go. My healers came out of the rage, so let's go ahead and use another one. Queen's ability goes off, which I didn't want. And I think, do we jump the queen here? Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump the queen. Ah, she was battering a wall. That could have probably been effective. Let's use the royal champ over here as well. Do we just use the goblins to help out? Yeah, let's send in. They're going on the outside, but never mind. Let's send the... Ah, giant bomb took them all down. That is where they are vulnerable, guys. Goblins now trying to attack anything, look, on the outside. But what we can do is maybe just spread them around here. Queen's doing a pretty good job. We can't really do too much with this heal spell, can we? Might as well dump it over to the side here. I've shown you pretty much what I wanted to show. I could have really used the heal on my queen. Throws that scatter shot. Grand Warden's ability for the Sneaky Goblins. Can get some minions on the outside. We're running out on time as well, guys. But hopefully this has shown you exactly where the Sneaky Goblins will be good. Like I said, I don't expect you to be able to take down a Town Hall 13 base with maxed or mass Sneaky Goblins. However, for just an attack thrown together, honestly, guys, I know it was a friendly challenge, but I have not attacked that base before. Maybe you could see that. There's preloaded bases on the dev build, and that's basically what that was. I just pulled one up, went and attacked it. I found one that I could demonstrate the Battle Blimp for you, just to be honest. But once I saw the sweepers were out of range, I didn't attack that base, went in fresh there, and I think that was relatively okay, given that we lost about, 60 housing space, 20 Sneaky Goblins to the giant bomb. I still think that was an okay attack, and you don't need that many. You'd obviously just take enough for your funneling. So let me know down in the comments if you have any other uses for the Sneaky Goblin that you can think of. I will test it. I will be showing you more gameplay here on the channel of the Sneaky Troops, so be sure to subscribe and have the notification bell turned on, and just keep an eye on my channel as well, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and if you do want to see the Sneaky Barbarian. I'm pointing this way, but it's over this way. Sneaky Barb video will be on the screen right now from yesterday. Go and check that one out. I'll see you across there. But if not, I will see you again tomorrow for the next sneak peek.